Yo, is about ISIS. Touched on ISIS a little bit on my other video. I'm gonna talk about them a little more. My opinion of them and what I think. I don't think ISIS exists. I think it never did. It's just some shit concocted by the government. The same way they brought up Al Qaeda. A lot of shit I don't agree with. Like I don't believe Bin Laden was even the person that they was trying to make him out to be. I don't believe if he is dead that they didn't kill him. He been dead, from what they were saying. He had kidney problems. He probably was gone a long time ago. But the government just so happened to come out of nowhere. And what really made me believe that it was full of shit was when they said they threw him in the sea because they respected his body. So you just bust his head wide open with a 223 round. Yet you respect him enough to fold him into a nice sheet and toss his body into the sea. Come on now. Come on. And that's not Muslim custom, because if that was the case, there would be no Muslim burial grounds where they buried it in the ground. So why didn't they bury him in the ground? Why didn't they have we didn't see any of that shit, man. You never saw a picture of him shot. And even if you did, you see a bunch of Photoshop shit. So you don't know what to believe. It's just like you don't know what to believe from them, man. You can't believe nothing they say. I don't care if it seems real or don't. Only thing I know is them buildings fell in my city 13 years ago. And planes really hit those buildings. And they let it happen, even if the government didn't plot to do it. They knew it was coming, and they let it happen. Why not just shoot the planes down before it hit those towers with all those people in it, man? You would rather lose 200 and some lives, shoot it over a field to kill 200 people than to kill 3,200 some people. So come on, man. You got this country has good defense, good air defense and radar system detectors, all this shit, right? All this high tech shit that they jack from us from our tax dollars, right? So you couldn't let that jet or get the jet out there to beat a jet. A fighter jet couldn't reach New York City to stop those two planes, or the plane that hit the Pentagon. The Pentagon is another story. It's a whole other thing. They knew what they was doing. You notice how the shit hit a part of the Pentagon with civilians. Is that didn't hit no part where no important people was. If they hated the government, I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna say this till I die. Why didn't they just? Sorry, I'm trying to get some good light in here. Why didn't they just fly the plane to the White House? Why didn't they just do that? Nah, can't do that. It takes too long to rebuild the White House, right? Why didn't they just fly into the Capitol building? But they flew it into a little slither of the Pentagon, but then they flew it into the towers. But they hate the government so much, man. What government officials you gonna find inside the Twin Towers, man? Really? Come on, so I don't believe nothing that comes from them. So ISIS is fake. We got dogs on my lawn and shit. Oh, these people, man, that's another thing. That's another topic I'm gonna leave on the video. Look at this shit here. I don't know if you can see it. Damn dogs was right there. But talk about that in the next vid. But there's no ISIS. But let's just say, right, ISIS was real. And now you see all these threats. ISIS is coming to attack the country. They blow up Vegas, Georgia, and attacking Times Square and in the Grand Central Station. Let's suppose ISIS was real. Come on now. You think if ISIS was coming into this country, you honestly think that they would get that far? Yo, you got the military that spread thin, but you still got some reserve troops here. You got militias here. You got We the People militia. How far ISIS is gonna get before they get torn apart, man? Really. So I think our last bastion of freedom is because we armed. We have our little firearms here. Some of these militant groups got IEDs and all of that. Fine, but they still got bare bones firearms that they shoot with when it's combat on the ground type stuff. So they won't last, man. They pull that shit here. If they pull that shit they pulling in those Middle Eastern countries, They pulled it over here, or they pulled that shit in Switzerland, they gone. They probably wouldn't last. I'll give them maybe an hour. They probably get off maybe one little attack or shoot up one thing. That's it. And before everybody start crawling up in their ass and destroy them one by one, or just to tear them up. Just tear them a new asshole. No way ISIS could survive on this land. You know, I know there's a lot of sheep and there's a lot of cowards out here, but there's a lot of us that ain't with it. And it's not going to happen like that over here. You think they're going to come over here and start beheading people? They might get a couple of us. You know what I'm saying? Hey, once the word get out, once that Paul Revere get out, they're coming. ISIS is coming. ISIS is coming. It ain't going to happen. They might behead a couple of us. When we get a hold of them, that's it. No more ISIS. You know, that's just if ISIS was real. I don't know what ISIS ain't. If something else happened in this country, folks, it wasn't no ISIS. It was them. This government did it. It wasn't Al Qaeda and no Taliban that blew up those towers, man. The government let that happen, or they conspired with the people that did it. Who knows? There probably wasn't even no Muslims on those planes. It could have been CIA death agents or something, or you never know. The planes could have been remotely controlled to fly into those buildings. The technology that these dudes got is just crazy. See, they can very well program a plane and fly into a building. You know, just because you saw a picture of Muhammad Atta don't mean that could have been a picture of anybody. You know, so I don't believe none of these dudes say. They use all of this to further their agenda. This is what they do. The military-industrial complex is evil. And if you join in the military, man, you's a fool. You know, you're not fighting for your country, man. I mean, I respect all of the troops because they still fought an unjust wars and shit. I gotta respect that, to have the balls to do that. So I give them that much respect. But I'm not dying for a country. I'm not dying for the people that run this country. And when they don't want to send their kids to die, or I'm not dying for a country that's want to send me to fight for oil, or send me to fight for the interests of another country. That's not what war is supposed to be. War is for somebody to attack you, authentic attack, and you go, you fight your homeland, on your homeland. If somebody is known that a country bombed us, yeah, bomb them back. But sending all these people over there to do all this other shit, that shit is uncalled for, man. Because all you do is killing innocent folks. You know, I know wars, you know, it's going to be collateral damage in war, but show me one war that was really fought for our freedom, man. I want to see that. I mean, besides the Revolutionary War. And you see what happened now. They fought for nothing. Because look where we headed. You know, so I don't know, man. Don't feed into that ISIS shit. But I'm just saying, if it really was an ISIS, they wouldn't last long over here. They wouldn't. I don't even think they got the balls to even come over here and try none of that shit. And if ISIS is real, you heard it from me. If ISIS is real and they really got that kind of heart to come over here and start trying to do the shit they doing over there to us, I give them all the props in the world before I shoot them in their face. See you later.